Violet Oakley is the quintessential Philadelphian.
She was a lifelong pacifist.
She was an activist. She valued our democratic society.
Violet Oakley is a great artist, and she's even more a fascinating figure.
We come out of this wonderful tradition of muralism. I remember as a young artist in the city looking at the work of Violet Oakley and thinking that there was real history and tradition here, that really creating murals in the city of Philadelphia in the 80s was sort of a natural progression of things that came before.
Violet Oakley moved to Philadelphia in 1896 in order to study at the Pennsylvania Academy of the Fine Arts, and also because her father had suffered a nervous breakdown.
Philadelphia was not only a center of the arts in the late 19th century, but was a medical center.
Unfortunately for Violet Oakley, her father did not recover, and maintaining him in a mental institution exhausted the remainder of the family's funds. As a result, she could no longer attend the academy. She needed to do something where she could earn money much more quickly.
She enrolls in Howard Pyle's new school at Drexel. Pyle was teaching a group of women to be illustrators. That was something that women could do and do successfully.
When it came to women in the profession of the arts, it was assumed that women could handle work that was small.
There was general discrimination in the art world.
The more masculine ideas of painting in oil or mural painting was not an acceptable concept for women.
No one could conceive of women dressing any other way than in piles of cloth and dresses that went down to their ankles.
It was deemed that you had to have a lot of physical strength and stamina to be a mural painter.
How could a woman work on scaffolding dressed like that?
Her instructor at PAFA, Cecilia Bow, had broken barriers by becoming the first female professor of fine art at PAFA. She taught portrait painting. She did these large-scale canvases. Violet Oakley then takes it a step further when she receives the commission to do the murals at Harrisburg in the Pennsylvania State Capitol.
Violet Oakley's first commission at the Pennsylvania State Capitol came in 1902.
She had established herself as both a popular illustrator as well as a stained glass artist. She's taking on a masculine story of William Penn and putting it in the legislature in a space filled with men.
She was the first woman ever to be given a public commission. One of the remarkable things about her murals in the Senate chamber is that she addresses slavery and the slave trade. The Quaker story of Pennsylvania justified her addressing issues like the Quaker protest against slavery.
She was an interesting integration of art and social change, democracy, one's values. She thought about what it means to have a civil society. And she took her values and imbued her work with her philosophy. She's important because she represents the power of art.